Hi, hello people. I know it's been ages since I made a video, 2 months in fact, but I'm going to make a cake with you today. It's a rhubarb and lemon cake. It's my first time making it. I put all the ingredients and method below. Failing that, I'll put the link to the recipe below, along with all my links. So if you actually make it and it looks good, tweet at me, Tumblr at me, just find me somehow. I'm on the internet. I wish I had a decent excuse for me not making a video in 2 months, but truthfully I've just been swamped with college work, to which I've now passed with distinction star D, which is the equivalent of 2 A stars and an A, which I'm super happy about. Here we go, baking a cake with Cara. So we've put the oven on 160 degrees. This is if you have a fan assisted oven. If you have a normal oven, it's 180 degrees Celsius or gas mark 4, and then you lightly butter. That's so dark, oh my god, you can't even see, but it's a nice deep tin and it's about 20 centimeters. I just got it, it says a deep tin, but it's a deep tin. So we've got the butter in a bowl, and then it says beat with an electric whisk. I'm a short ass and this kitchen is designed for tall people, so we're gonna do it by hand. And this butter is super soft. 225 grams of butter. I think I've mentioned that about 5 times. I gave in to the whole whisk because I read the rest of the recipe and yeah, it wasn't going to work with the wooden spoon. It says till they're fluffy, and we're just about getting to that stage now. Then we add the caster sugar. We add the caster sugar, and it's 225 grams of that. We also add the zest of 1 lemon. I've got a cool little zesty thing, so this should take a while. I don't know what zesting a lemon is. It's like lemon peel. It's like lemon peel, but you don't want to get the white stuff because that's the rind. I realise the lighting's not that good. I'm in my kitchen. Zest done, and the sugar, and then we beat it again. This is the egg mixture. It's literally 4 eggs just beaten like that, and you start whisking this around and then slowly start adding this. Really gradually, like an addition at the time, until it's fully combined, and the mixture should hopefully start to look quite glossy. Just as a side note, don't be afraid. Shut up, dog. Don't be afraid if it starts to curdle, because you can always add some of the flour in, but you can bring it back. It's not that bad. Whisking as well adds a lot of air into the mixture, which helps for your cake to rise, so it's a good thing. But I always like to usually beat with a wooden spoon, purely to get rid of your old bingo wings. Your cake should start looking a little bit like that. Okay. Then you need to add your 75 grams of ground almonds, and also add 200 grams, I want to say? Yes, 200 grams of self-raising flour, and then fold it in. With flour, you don't actually have to sift it anymore. That's because you used to sift it to get all like bugs and stuff that was used to be in the factory out, and all like grits and whatever, but because most people get their flour from well processed like plant, production lines, they're so hygienic that you don't actually have to sift your flour anymore, although it does add some airiness to your mixture. And you want it just till the flour's combined because you don't want to stretch the gluten. Then you get your 140 grams of rhubarb, which has been peeled and washed. I've never worked with rhubarb before. And you fold through half of it. I'm just kind of going to guess what half the rhubarb is. And I think it's that. It just said in the recipe small chunks, so I think maybe a bit big. Then you get good old Mr. Cake Tin, and you just plonk. Is plonk the right word? But you put the mixture in there. It's quite a stiff mixture, so it will find its own level. But just, you know, help with the process a little bit. Scatter the remaining rhubarb. I'm actually going to mix it in a little bit. Unpopular opinion. Fuck you, recipe. Fuck you. It says to get a tablespoon, which is one of these, of demerara sugar. And sprinkle it all over the top. Your cake should look a little bit like that. And then you bake it in the oven for 45 minutes. I realise the lighting's awful, but during this time of baking, you can wash all of that up. Oh, doesn't that just look delightful? Then you leave it to cool for a bit before taking it out of the oven tin. Now I have to try and get this out. It sank a little bit. I don't know why. I think it could be just that it wasn't, like, it was coming out clean, but it wasn't cooked enough. It was still quite squishy in the middle, but that's just something we'll learn from. We'll learn from our mistakes. That's what cooking's all about. It's about experimenting and science. Frosting was invented so we can fill that hole full of frosting and no one will ever know, apart from you guys because I'm filming it, which kind of sucks a little bit. I'm usually a better cook than this. So now I'm going to put this somewhere to cool, and I'll do the whippy bit. You'll need a bowl. I'd need my iPod. Double cream and lemon curd. You can make your own. I bought it because I'm lazy. 75 mils of double cream. Now 75 mils honestly doesn't seem like that much, so I may have to do some more. Lemon curd, you need 3 tablespoons, just as I thought, in case I love lemons. And add about a tablespoon of water as well to this to soften it. And just like, I assume that's what I have to do, truthfully. I don't know. I quite like lemon as well, so I may add some more. You could whip it by hand. I'm being a lazy shit today. And using one of these bad boys. Whip it in a lard bowl until it forms soft peaks. I'm rubbish at this already. I've decided I'm going off book. I'm going to add a little bit more cream because I honestly don't think it's going to be enough for my cake. So whip away! It should look a little bit like that. And it says to carefully fold the lemon curd in, making sure not to overwork the cream. I should have really used the bigger spoon. I'm an idiot. Before you need to taste, I should really use a spoon. That's actually really nice. And then we'll add it to the cake. I do that a lot, don't I? So I'm gonna put the cream on it now because it's cool, and then I can leave it. Okay? Sounds like a plan. What you'll need for this is your lemon cream, your cake, and a palette knife. And a scoop. And fill the hole. That's what he said. Because I'm that classy. Thank you for watching. Please give me a good thumb in if you liked it, subscribe, that'd be awesome and really help me out, favourite the video, do all that kind of stuff. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. I shouldn't be allowed to stand up because I have all this room. Thanks guys, love you. No boobs, it's good.